Yeah, yeah, it was popping, it was popping. So yeah, early this morning I did a video and I had to take it down because it wasn't how I wanted to be. I had to be to work in 20 minutes, and there's a lot of information I could have said. So now I'm on my lunch break. Shout out to Southern Bell. I got a chance to speak to wifey. You know I work all day, man. You know what I'm saying? But I have to give her this time. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Queen's Flip. Thank you for sharing. Not really. I mean, adding. You know what I'm saying? Telling your side. You know, adding on to what I wrote about all the YouTube bloods, clout chasers, and he did a great add-on. And he also proved an educating point when he actually, look, that video used the same names, right? Same name, and look, he got like 12,000 views. You know, the narrative is when you're about, you know what I'm saying? It's not about who you're switching the narrative. It's about getting to the business. Now, shout out to Vaughn Glorious. Vaughn Glorious said something that was very important in the chat earlier. He said, I think a lot of homies don't want to come online because they don't want to, tell their story because of course they are incriminating themselves. They could incriminate others, and I want to touch on that. I'm gonna take it from the beginning. Let's be clear. Queen's Flip. He did. He did Bimmy. He did. He did Bimmy. He did Killer Kev. No Soul B Killer Kev. Um, they all did great. They did great numbers. There was controversy with the Bimmy, so it went viral. The Bimmy story went viral. Even the Soul B, but it went viral because they were saying that allegedly Supreme hit up somebody and said take a video down. So at the point in time, at that point in time, Queen's Flip was definitely the ears of the street with that. At that point in time with his content, definitely dealing with a Bimmy Supreme team story. Then you also had another network that had the Snow Billy story that also was viral at that time. Now, what became before Snow Billy was a Gangsta Lou interview, it was a Kev Mo interview, and then Corey King came along. Boom. Like, so when the other network was popping and chopping, I don't know, one thing led to another, and they was able to buy time until they could create their storyline. So Corey King had a great idea because the other network had a plug at YouTube Studios. So it was a good look to do professional interviews at there. You know what I'm saying? So Corey King was on to something. So Corey King had something called the Wokast, an idea that, he came up probably with somebody else. So when they did the Wokast, so when they did the Wokast, um, they had this vaccine situation. They did it, you know what I'm saying? They did one with Helter Skelter, but something didn't happen right. And I guess the content, the footage never hit the streets. So, to go by the timeline. Now, I was in full support of what Corey King was trying to do because I knew what Corey was trying to do. Corey really didn't want the homies to talk blood shit, but he wanted an avenue where the homies can call in without talking stupid and say who they are, who they be, where they came from, or where they at now. That was Corey King's whole goal. In the mix of that being Corey King's whole goal was he put together a plan. Yo, I'm gonna have some of the homies pull up and everybody gonna say something, about we know how it was at the beginning, but this is what we're doing now, and they was gonna rock off. You know what I'm saying? Corey even bought cameras and all this other stuff, so he really invested in the idea. So don't think because Corey King already had a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? But he was doing the rap thing. You know what I'm saying? Him and Shy 120. Now back to Corey is that when Corey King was doing what he was doing, Corey was able to get 5 homies together. Now, like I said, the Queen's Flip show was good for them, but it was supposed to help out what they was trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is what I mean about because Corey King can't do everything. So by Corey King can't do everything, that means that whoever is working with him, they gotta help out one way or another. Von Glorious was popping. So this is what happened before things went airy. So an individual that was a part of the project that had a network, some people don't take, some, like I said, Corey can't do everything. Now, like I said, the Snow Billy thing was popping. Corey didn't have a beef with Snow Billy because there's times Corey didn't have a beef with Snow Billy because there's times when Snow Billy called and Corey King was on the line. We all had a conversation. Remember, Corey King never had beef with Snow Billy. Snow Billy was at the peace treaty between the Silly Billy and Casanova at Corey King's party. So he never had beef. His beef was Snow started after the video in Flatbush. That's when Snow just went Ricky Ricardo on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Um, so they get the Queenzflip. They saucy, but it doesn't matter if they're saucy. It doesn't matter if they saucy because there's one person there who's supposed to be there about business, but the person about, that was there supposed to be for business. So when they get the Queenzflip, um, the situation happened with Stack Stone, and we didn't get to hear them clearly. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't get to come out clear. But what Queen's Flip did, like anybody else, right? One thing about the game is a timing thing. You never wait on time. You never wait. You just never wait. That's how the game go. You never know when something's gonna fall on your lap. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. You know when you wake up in the morning and then bam. You know what I'm saying? So when Flip hit the button, Flip probably didn't his when Flip hit the button that day, his show probably wasn't even monetized. It probably wasn't even monetized. Salute, salute, salute. It probably wasn't even monetized, but he just took a chance. Fuck, I'm gonna put this out there. See what the people think. Yo, it went viral on the internet. Yo, Corey King and boom, he about to fight him and boom, they about to shake out and yo, before the shake out, they was sauce and yo, Corey King and yo, and boom and boom and boom. So now Queenzflip is like, oh, okay, this is dope. So the best thing that Corey King can do is Corey King can offer what the hell we got all this parking in this parking lot, all this parking, right? The only thing that Corey King can offer is, yo, y'all can come back on my show when you're sober. But this is what I like about, but this is why I respect um, Queenzflip because Queenzflip always said, yo, they do have a video before they got to me when they was sober, and it's supposed and you know what I'm saying? They was dropping some signs, deception. Now this is what I mean about everybody's not with you to win. There are clout chasers that hang out with homies or hang out with Crips. Those are the ones that are dangerous because they use you for what they think benefits them. It's not about you winning. It's about, yo, as long as you benefiting me in any way or form. If it's monetary, if it's protection, if it's making me look like I got some clout, I don't care. It's not for you to win. It's for me to win because I feel that you need me. So what happened is, salute John Shaft, when they press the button, bum, and the button has been pressed. Um, So now Queenzflip got five homies. Yo, oh, no, man. So now he has to. It's like yo, he argued with Stack. Stack started arguing with this guy. Then I don't know. Scheme started screaming on somebody, and Snow Billy was throwing the Frank stand at everybody and their mother. It was crazy all week. And I know Queenzflip just being a boss and an entrepreneur, as you want to say it. He's sitting back like, how did this just happen? How did I just get this out of left field? So what he did was smart was what any other smart man to do. He interviewed Captain Bailey, the Latin Kings, and Captain Bailey. I want to see if all this is gonna go with the content. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see if we can ride this one out now. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what happened. So as they rolled that out, then he brought, one homie on there. Then he brought Corey King up there, but him and Corey went through a little something, something. Then, he brought Wildcat up there. Then he brought Bad Vibes up there. So it was a win-win for CK. I mean, not for CK, but for Queenzflip. Something that was thrown on his shelf by default. Now, what I mean by default is it took a couple of weeks for the actual footage that they actually did that was positive energy that showed them in their right mind. The footage that showed that they wasn't abbreviated. By the time that footage came out that they wasn't abbreviated, he done had Gangsta Lou on there. He done had wrestler Big John. He had a wrestler on there. He done had the FBI agent on there. You know what I'm saying? So now Queenzflip is moving, but the algorithm is growing because now people are sharing. There's a lot of people sharing. Even the new YouTubers are trying to share his content. Some was getting zapped and some wasn't. Even the ones that wasn't getting zapped was probably the ones that was more so talking about, yo, he did this and did this and did this. Yo, the game is about how it comes to you. You know what I'm saying? You don't figure out a hit. Sometimes the hit works at the right time. It was a big time. Just like Vaughn said, at that point in time, Treyway was a big thing. Remember, Treyway was a big thing. The Treyway case, Snow Billy, he was somewhat attached to it, algorithm wise. We're talking about media wise. You know what I'm saying? At that point in time, they had Snow Billy. That's 6ix9ine ex-manager. This is a fact. You know what I'm saying? And he cashed in, but he was supposed to cash in because you did do it. But as an honorable man, I would say as an honorable man, he kept pushing. They do got some good footage that they should have pushed out. But like I told you, um, he be mad, what's his name be crazy busy. So he can't so he like go son boom boom boom. But when you're dealing with like I said, deception. Some people are just they good at talking, they good with presenting themselves, but they're not good at investing in themselves. So the one moment that even when Corey King bought the cameras, yo, I got a spot we can put this in. All right, put it together. So this is how Queenzflip got the narrative and he cashed in. Now don't get it twisted. They did make money as well. Because Queenzflip, being the man that he is, he would jump on a live or he'll repost even with them, even when they was beefing with us sometimes, he'll repost the beefing. You know what I'm saying? So he wanted to get to the bag, but I know deep down inside, it sort of lost him. Like I watch y'all do some things on other networks, and then it's like that got it here, and it's crazy. So it's like, damn, how did the plan go south? Well, I'm gonna tell you guys, man. You got people that's for the culture, and you got some people that's just, you have a plan, but they don't really want you to blow. So they'll lose. They'll lose just to be like, they're not gonna blow. They're not gonna blow. Um, Scheme always had his own lane. Bosley always had his own lane. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? They always had their own lane. You know what I'm saying? Um, and it's crazy because Corey King really had a plan, Flip. I'm not gonna lie to you. He really had a plan, man. And the plan just went south doing all the beefing because everybody got stuck. So what happened was forget the plan. Queenzflip got the big number. They just sat on the camera and they're watching a video that they did that's at 200,000 views. They're like, man, forget this other guy. We're going over here. Queenzflip, what's up? Forget him. My story. Yo, he lying. My story. Yo, I cut 2 dudes. He cut 4. Doesn't matter. The math don't add up. That's when all that happened. I'm keeping it 100 with you. Know what I'm saying? That's all that happened. They seen the numbers. You know what I'm saying? And when I heard Queenzflip the other day, because he got a lot of things going on, man. You don't get it twisted. We just seen Queenzflip had footage of his actual show with Demi's sister on that Hip Hop Uncovered. So we know that he's in the mix. We've seen the footage. We've seen we've seen that he does a lot of other moves. You know what I'm saying? We see that this all Flip do all day is go live. Am I right? You know what I'm saying? He's doing things with Miss Jones. He got a lot going on, and he's built that. And you know now the wordplay that he used about they shouldn't be held accountable. Maybe that's how he feel. But one thing I'm gonna say, you never go against your content that you put out there because you never know when you're gonna need them again. So behind closed doors, he might tell them, "Yo, you played yourself, or you playing yourself, you're doing too much." But he's not gonna do it live because you don't know whatever situation might pop up in his life that comes to them. He might need them. So I can't be on. You can't be online trashing somebody and then think, "Yo, son, I need you for this video shoot." You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you one thing that he did accomplish. He created an algorithm, I should say, an algorithm where we're the only bloods that can say there's first generation to anything that has YouTube channels that was arguing online all day. You know what I'm saying? Any other city, somebody would have died. North Carolina, definitely St. Louis. They died with diss tracks out here. Minnesota, California for sure. That's like Big U and them beefing online, and they do it sometimes too. Don't get it twisted. They do argue sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Where they may force their opinion about somebody, but something always seems to happen to somebody after the ill diss track. Um, it's Flip created something that was, you know what I'm saying? It caught him. I ain't gonna front. It caught him, and he just moved fast, bro. Because see, he wasn't foolish. I got a studio. He knew once he did that, people seeing the ratings. He just had the Bimmy story popping. So now he got the New York blood, the first generations. Oh God, this is crazy. So anybody that he's asking, you got dudes that's hitting him up. Yo, Flip, what's up? I want to tell my story. Okay, bet. Come on. Let's do it. Yo, this is what happens in the game when you take care of your business right. This is when you have an office, you have a place where people can sit. Like what Bossy did to Shaquille interview. That was perfect. Why? Because Shaquille was able to sit in Bossy's office. That's whatever, you know what I'm saying? And that's you gotta have those avenues. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't want to call it. Everybody don't want to be on. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't want to see the face to face. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you how business, man. You can't be a fake professional because what happens is it's not that those guys didn't know. They're dealing with somebody who act like he know what he's doing. Yeah, you ain't never live, Vaughn. That's what I said. They be on, but they don't be on YouTube. But I ain't gonna front them rules. They be on that Facebook going crazy. That's a fact. That's a fact. Them original, they start talking about who real or who's fake. You right. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? But YouTube wise, with this New York thing, these are the first ones that did it and nobody died. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, but nobody died, bro. Nobody died. Nobody got punched in the face. At least when they argue and they actually bump heads, somebody getting chased around the block. Nothing happened to nobody. Wildcat don't get slapped when he walk in the Bronx. Killing Kev don't jump on nobody's neck and choke him out. You know what I'm saying? So nothing happened. So some outside looking in, you got somebody who will go, you know what? I can invest in this because this is like it's good. It's good. It's good for the hype. But nobody dies. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And it's dope. You know what I'm saying? I think it's dope. Yeah, I remember Kev Mack had it. Hell yeah, now I seen Kev Mack. I think I seen Stack Stone on there. You know what I'm saying? He got them OGs on there that they talk their shit. But remember, they gotta go back to their neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And when them OGs be talking that shit, them dudes, them young boys just start arguing with them. But them hood days, shit do get funky. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause my man's be going out there to California. That shit do be real. They do catch up with each other. You know what I'm saying? The ones that's actually in Cali. You know what I'm saying? They really, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times I remember they was beefing with, you know what I'm saying, a certain person that was in New York. I remember that had that Elm Street Pyru shit. They was beefing with him crazy. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they just do what they do. You know what I mean? I remember a little bit of that, but like I said, on this end, nobody was getting punched in the face, chased around. You know what I'm saying? So that's good, but bro, that shit is that's looking outside looking in. That's a positive win. Nobody died. Okay, this content don't mean no harm. It's just a bunch of niggas that's just arguing about some jail shit. They go a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? Not all of them though. We can't say all of them was arguing because everybody wasn't beefing. You know what I'm saying? Um, I just think that when it comes to this shit, right? We have to come in a business minded. You know what I'm saying? See them old niggas, you get up like for example, I had Baby G. Baby G, so you know what I'm saying? I asked him a question about Ice-T, because Ice-T said the first to him, the first bloods that the first people he deemed his blood was the brims. Then you had somebody else, my son. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I know that. He got them OGs, yeah. And I remember what yeah, I seen that. Yeah, he got them OG. I see Kevin Mack joint a couple of times, you know what I'm saying? I remember when Spider Loc was shouting my man out, you know what I'm saying? You got dudes that's older than that. You know what I'm saying? These are day one dudes. You know what I'm saying? But when they speak, dudes listen. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that is the OG. The ones that's still coming around the young boys. See, out there in California, it's a little more different. Because somebody be 60 years old, he don't live in the hood no more. You know what I'm saying? But he's just speaking from, I was down since day one. You know what I'm saying? So you got some that's in the hood. So you know what I mean? My man's put me on to that. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like a lot of them old timers got their shit together. They done the ones that didn't get life, they done got jobs, got their shit right. You know what I mean? So how so the whole question is, right? Kevin Mack, I see him with the Crips. He had all them Crips and he had the OGs up there, you know what I'm saying? And how do we resurrect or fix this problem to ever happen again? You know what I'm saying? Queenzflip is a smart man. He really is a meteorologist. He's a guy that pay attention. I think when you begin to pay attention and you know you're hot or you got something hot, you play with it. You keep putting work out there. You keep putting work out there. And all the work, mind you, he didn't have to gas nothing up. They began to beef because they seen the numbers. I'm bigger, you know what I'm saying? Not all of them, but there's some of them. Like I said, when you punch in YouTube Bloods right now, there's probably like 500 videos, probably over five, probably like 5,000 of just different people sharing, having what they think about what the homies and this, that, and the third. Yeah, that's and I think that's what Corey King was really trying to do, bro. Where homies can call in, not talk stupid, but talk, you know, who you are, where you came from, where you at now. And that shit went all the way south, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think like Kev Mack, because Kev Mack has Stack Stone on there, right? Shout out to Stack. Kev Mack, he's an OG. Them niggas is OGs. Now you gotta keep this in mind. A lot of those sets beef with each other. Like at that point, 8 Tray and all that rolling 60s, I guess they had little beefs. So they're gonna say funny shit about each other, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I salute Bosley for making that happen. See how easy that was? They was able to be men about stories and resurrect the story. Boom. That's the win here. We all can't be right. We all can't stand on the same old bullshit. I never knew that. I don't get caught up in that with Stack. Shout out to Stack Stone. I don't know what's like. I only ask dudes like they stay in status and who they are. If that's what they want, if that's what they are, then you know what I'm saying. I'm not going to search and soul search to see who. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I see what Stack is doing overall. Like he did a lot for like the box. You know what I'm saying? That prison before, the Save Brothers that was in the box. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean. Things like that when it came out, the situation, conversations like that about solitary confinement and how it affects people and the effects of it. Even before S Block, there's a lot of brothers that did a lot of box time. Shaquell's one. He's done some box time. He did a lot of box time in his time. So there's a lot of brothers that did multiple years locked up, confined, or asset or something crazy. So of course they got some type of mental, you know what I'm saying? Something that you know what I'm saying, a mental disability. You know what I'm saying? And these are the things, the conversations that people gotta have, because so people can stop assuming that jail dudes are distant or they act a certain way. It's because this is what the penitentiary do. The penitentiary push you away from people. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I like that, and that's why I like having these conversations, man. Yo, Van, I really like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I like having these conversations. You know what I'm saying? But if you log on New York YouTube Bloods, there's more beefing and bickering than peaceful solutions. And now I'll find something wrong with that. You hear me? Yep, every generation has its leaders. Exactly. A lot of them old guys, they don't even live in those hoods no more. You know what I'm saying? They live where the Mexicans is at. You know what I'm saying? Because they have different issues out there in Cali anyway. You know what I'm saying? They grew up with the B and C thing that was them against the Mexicans and such. All type of issues. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of things going on, man. And we as a people, man, we have to find what's the solution. That's the thing. What is the solution? I think Queenzflip is a good guy, man. But I think because I think he play a lot. He does these skits where he joke that he's also not a businessman. He is a businessman. At the end of the day, it's a business. His time, his time is accounted for. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like that should be anybody's time. Appreciate your time. You appreciate your time, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate your time. Time is money. You know what I'm saying? Believe me, that first download that Queenzflip did, he probably didn't get $1 off of that. But it was great promotion for what it came to be. You know what I'm saying? Now, the educational point, right? He hit a button yesterday. 10-minute video. 10 minutes. Out of that boom. 10 minutes. I think it's like 12 or 14,000 views already, all monetized. Great. Peace, 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 peace. Kinko Roman. Isn't that great, party people? He did a 10-minute video, almost at 14,000 views. That's great. All commercialized because you know the words to use, you know what to say, you know when to say it, you know what not to say. Yo, that's what and because I think when I say it, because that's so much slang and I'm not this intellect thing, or I guess people say he's ain't intelligent because they say, you know what I mean? So he gave it to you on one button. Hi, peace. See, I heard what you said. Click the algorithm. Look, in the mix of yesterday, there's 3 videos that was made that said YouTube Bloods. One guy from Detroit, um, Scheme had his reaction video to it, and somebody else. 3. There was 3 already. It's good. Money D was popping. It's all. I remember when I was younger. That's one thing I did do. I appreciated my time, and I never dealt with deception because deception. Let me tell you what deception did. Deception is why you took losses, right? You have that one guy that tell you how to cook allegedly, and then you give him a chance to cook, he'll mess everything up because and then he'll be like, no, I only did it one time, but he'll give you this whole idea he know how to cook. That's what deception do. So you see dudes that it looks like they popping. They have a leased car and a silver chain. Doesn't mean that they getting money, man. They talk all the intelligent shit in the world and waste your time, man. But that's what Corey King really want to do, Flip. Corey King really wanted to do like some positive, like networking. Like Wildcat was supposed to talk about law. I know that. I think Mel was supposed to talk about like philosophy and marketing, something with marketing. And I forgot what Corey was gonna do. It's supposed to be something that was great, but don't get it twisted. Just because you have a great idea doesn't mean everybody around you want that greatness to come out, bro. They don't want you to be great. They tell you that all day. I love you. I love you. I love when you goofy. You talking goofy. You talking crazy. Here, I put all that content out there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tell them to suck this. Yeah, word. Yeah, we real ones. Niggas is suckers out here. But when you put but when you have the chance to put the content out that'll take me over the top, you have the content that takes you over the top, and you don't push that button. That means that you didn't want us to grow, bro. And the only thing you wanted was a bodyguard. Not even a bodyguard. You dealt with deception. Forget the bodyguard thing. Deception. We can't be around deception. Queenzflip is not about deception. He's about business. He just shows you how he flipped the brick on somebody else's block. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. He just showed me what not to do. So as that's why I had to step my game up and get a couple of more good gadgets because I'm like, yo, man, I don't want to be in the position where I put some shit together and I have to depend on somebody else to do 2, 3 things. And if they can't get it accomplished, it can destroy the plan. And that's what happened, man. The plan got destroyed, man. It got destroyed. I would love to hear about solitary confinement. How can we stop that? I would love to see the bros because had it took off the way it was supposed to, then a lot of the bros would have been able to go to a lot of these rallies and speak. You know what I'm saying? And be heard. But what happened was it all went left when there was a lot of beefing. That's the truth. That's the truth, Kinko. That's a God honest truth, man. You know what I'm saying? And I just think, man, that that's where it went south at. I appreciate all y'all that support me. To let y'all know, last month I had over 800,000 hours of viewer hours. That means that y'all take the time out to really listen, watch my content, good, bad, negative, drunk, crazy. I appreciate y'all for that. I had 73,000 views last month, and I also have 386 new subscribers. We're building this channel. Exactly, that's a fact. And that's why you gotta do shit. You have to make sure that when you make your next move, it gotta be your next. It has to be all together. You can't assume that somebody's gonna be exactly because you gotta babysit. Not when you have to pay bills and be responsible. You gotta go, yo, son, did you do that today? Oh, nah, I forgot. Oh, I gotta do this and do that. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that because you just seen it in our face. But definitely, you know what I'm saying? Definitely salute the Queenzflip. Appreciate what you're doing, bro. Thank you for shouting me out. And we have to have those conversations about, you know what I'm saying? Do I think the YouTube bloods is clout chasers? Not at all. I just think the plan, I just think you have some niggas that clout chase, but those be the newer niggas that jump out the window and they come through beefing. The ones that just come through the gate, yo, he's soft, and yo, nah, son, I was over here. A lot of that is clout chasing. That's just you just trying to get a buzz from one of these niggas. Yo, I know something about you, and boom, that's the clout chasing shit. You know what I'm saying? That is clout chasing. I don't know if y'all thought that was because y'all think that's what works. A lot of y'all think that's what works. You know what I'm saying? I come through the gate, yo, this nigga that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to stop that shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's call a homie, go your homie, interview. It's either yes or no. You know what I'm saying? You got 20 people. Yo, Corey. Yo, you can call Corey King Show at any time when he live, and he will let you tell your life story. Yeah, you gotta make thick skin to make it through. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. And I think, and I truly believe that this is where definitely shout out to Mei Ling. She's in the building. Team Smoke is in the building. Um, that's why I believe that this is where we have to go now. We're moving on to bigger and better things, more responsible things. You know what I'm saying? We got to be on point, man. So a lot of people was giving Flip flack. It had nothing to do with Flip. They got stuck because the visual plan it got derailed, and it got derailed because the one source wasn't really resourceful. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And then you know what I'm saying? The race went to yo, this shit got 300. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, man, forget that. I'm going over here with this. And then that's where a lot of them, back and forth went. You know what I'm saying? But yo, you're doing our thing, man. I'm supposed to be interviewing a good guy. You know what I'm saying? About some good things. I got a couple of more interviews. I want to interview some New York Crips too, not the famous names, but just some Crips that can play. Because I need to figure out who's gonna be the big homie that's gonna send a kite to Rikers Island and finally end this BNC war in jail. Because they get along on the street. Let's end that shit in jail, man. I did it with the Latin Kings. Let's do it with the Crips. You know what I'm saying? Bobby home. That's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? On the thumbnail, that's AK. Follow him on IG, official AK Mafia. Check him out. Good dude. You know what I'm saying? The bro, Inglewood family. So with that being said, man, um, you know, I have to I had to give it this free time. And I had to give it to him because Van Glorious needed we need that because he asked me a question, man. I truly believe like they really didn't want to talk about the cut and stabbing and all other shit. They really didn't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And you know, most homies don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about who they are now. And that was the avenue for it, bro. But you have to go, but when you interview on somebody's network, they want to know the history. That's like if you was a rapper. If you was a killer, what was you doing in 86 or 87 or 88? It's up to you to, you know what I'm saying? To answer or don't answer. So with that being said, man, salute the King, feed the coyotes. I hope I was clear enough to give you all what was going on. That he really did have an idea to do a plan with a round table and all this other stuff, but it just didn't work out, and that it just went personally haywire. You know what I'm saying? And Queenzflip did a perfect right on video. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, nobody's gonna go against their content. Definitely salute to Snow Billy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, this is what we want, man. So with that being said, party people, enjoy your afternoon, your evening. You know I'm here in the Lou. And definitely support my man John Doe, Hilltop Music Group. My man Diddy home. Diddy Kong is home on Lex Ave. He home. Shout out to Diddy. He made it home. Yo, we here, man. You know what I'm saying? My man Heck, my man Big Head Mikey, salute. Lexington Wash, you heard Wash. You know Mike Twin, you home. Lulu Rodney, you home. Appreciate you dudes, man. No Lulu Rodney from Washington. You know, twin brother. Doing the right thing. Non-prophecy, rocking East Harlem in the building. Shout out to Curdy. You know what I'm saying? The original Wash Mob, you know what I'm saying? We here, man. We here, man. You know what I'm saying? We here. We here for the culture, we here for the people. Shout out to Queenzflip, man. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, man, let's just keep the love. Let's keep the love going, man. Shout out to Bossy and Scheme, though. Love them two guys, man. They keep that energy going, man. He blasted off on the King last night. I got this is content, man. It is what it is, man. You either gonna respect it or check it. You know what I'm saying? Look them guys, man. They're getting better. They're getting better, man. Beyond what y'all want to see, what you don't want to see, they are getting better. You have to give them their props. You know what I'm saying? And eventually they'll get cool again. Don't worry about it. Nobody got cut, stabbed, and shot at. You know what I'm saying? It may take some time. Peace, peace, peace. Very glorious, man. I dedicate this show to you, bro. Definitely shout out to Money D, man. I dedicate this show to you because you asked me the most important question early this afternoon, man. And that shit was so real. Yo, do you think that's Corey want to create a platform where the homies don't have to talk about, you know what I'm saying? They don't have to talk about the violence, you know what I'm saying? And it just went someplace else, man. So they got time, man. You know Corey hit him up, man. Give Corey some salutes, man. It just went wrong, bro. And it wasn't his fault, man. It wasn't his fault. It just went wrong. You know what I'm saying it just went haywire. And it was nothing he could do. It was out of his hands because the person who had the clean content never put it out. It happens that way. When you depend on people, they some people are looking in your face all day and have 35 excuses about why they couldn't do something. It costs nothing to pay somebody who has 4K, a Mac laptop, and you can right there. You got a 4K situation. You got a Mac that deals with 4K. All right, I'm gonna give you $50. I need you know what I'm saying? Throw those ideas in the air. You know what I'm saying? Corey no mad rap dudes, but he don't know. You gotta ask him. Yo, son, you got the 4K. I got this stuff. I gotta upload and all that other stuff. So CK's the man, man. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody appear to be a thinker, they're not thinkers. So with that being said, man, I got a chance, man. Hit his IG, man. Hit his DM, man. Show no, just say salute. You know what I'm saying? Just send your salutes, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Just send your love to him, man. Because something that he started that would have been great turned out great for somebody else. So salute to Corey King, man. Word, feed the coyotes. With that being said, peace.